My dear friends, welcome to Rajashekhar classes on Applied Data Science with Python. This is lecture number 356. In this lecture, we will try to understand L2 regularization. So, let's relook at the optimization problem that we have and understand how it behaves in certain situations. The optimization problem we have is W star equal to arg min of sigma I equal to 1 to n log of 1 plus exp of minus yi into W transpose xi. This is the optimization problem. It's slightly tedious to write, isn't it? Therefore, let me write yi into W transpose xi as zi. Let me assume zi equal to yi into W transpose xi. How can I write this optimization problem? W star equal to arg min of sigma I equal to 1 to n log of 1 plus exp of, in the place of yi into W transpose xi, just I am writing zi. Therefore, this problem I can write it as W star equal to arg min of sigma I equal to 1 to n log of 1 plus exp of minus zi. Zi is nothing but yi into W transpose xi. What is this yi into W transpose xi? It is a signed distance. Now let's look at this term in more detail. Which term? Log of 1 plus exp of minus zi. If I speak strictly, we will try to understand this part. Which part? exp of minus zi term. If you notice, there is an interesting thing here. Let's take this part exp of minus zi. Let's plot. We can understand things by plotting, isn't it? Let's plot exp of minus zi. Look, just see. So if this is my zi on x-axis, I am taking zi. On y-axis, what is my y-axis? exp of minus zi. exp of minus zi is always positive. Just observe this plot, you can understand. One can understand exp of minus zi is always positive. For whatever value of zi, exp of minus zi is always positive. That's what I want to show. This plot never crosses the x-axis. Observe carefully. This plot never crosses the x-axis. So the first thing to notice is exp of minus zi is always greater than or equal to 0. Now let's look at the larger term. What is the larger term here? Log of, which one? Log of this term, log of 1 plus exp of minus zi. We know that this exp of minus zi, this part is always greater than or equal to 0. From this graph, one can understand. Therefore, what is this? Let me say 1 plus this part exp of minus zi something. Let me assume 1 plus something. This 1 plus something is always greater than or equal to 0. Why? Because in the place of exp of minus zi, I am writing something. Remember, log 1 is 0. Isn't it? Log 1 is 0. We also know that log is monotonically increasing function. Monotonically increasing function. It preserves the order that I already discussed. Monotonically increasing function, isn't it? Therefore, let me say I can say to log 2 is greater than log 1, as 2 is greater than 1. It preserves the order. Log preserves the order, isn't it? Therefore, I can say, can I say something like log of 1 plus delta is greater than log 1? Yes, certainly I can say this delta is always greater than or equal to 0, isn't it? Log of 1 plus delta means log of 1 plus something. What is this log of 1 plus something? Log of 1 plus something. Something means exp of minus zi, which is greater than log 1. Log 1 means 0. It's always, if you observe carefully, delta is greater than or equal to 0 because log is monotonic function. We already discussed how log is monotonic function. As x increases, log x is also increases, isn't it? Therefore, log of 1 plus something, this something is greater than or equal to 0. This log of 1 plus something, this part, this entire part, log of 1 plus something, log of 1 plus something, log of 1 plus something is greater than or equal to log 1, isn't it? This something may be greater than or equal to 0. Therefore, log of 1 plus something, log of 1 plus something, log of 1 plus something is greater than or equal to 0. Therefore, this part, log of 1 plus exp of minus zi is always greater than or equal to 0. Now, each of these, sum of all greater than or equal, for I equal to 1 to n, sum of all greater than or equal to 0 terms, isn't it? So, if you look at our optimization problem is sigma I equal to 1 to n log of 1 plus exp of minus zi. Now, this whole sum is greater than or equal to 0, because each of these elements, for each zi, this value log of 1 plus exp of minus zi, this summation, this total sum is greater than or equal to 0. If you take our optimization problem is find W star that minimizes this whole term, isn't it? That's our optimization problem. Find W star which minimizes this whole sum, isn't it? Means this value is always greater than or equal to 0. And what is the minimum value and what is the least value that is possible? The least value that is possible is 0, isn't it? I can say minimal value of sigma I equal to 1 to n log of 1 plus exp of minus zi is 0. When does this 0 occurs? That's the next question. When does this 0 occur? Let's write this optimization problem. Just see, our optimization problem is W star equal to, what is our optimization problem? Just let me write this one. Our optimization problem is W star equal to argument of sigma I equal to 1 to n log of 1 plus exp of minus zi. This is our optimization problem, isn't it? Our optimization problem is W star equal to argument of sigma I equal to 1 to n 1 plus log of 1 plus exp of minus zi. If zi is positive, that's important here. If zi is positive, let's look at, just see, zi is positive. Just see the graph. This is exp of minus zi graph, isn't it? If zi is positive, let's look at exp of minus zi. Your exp of minus zi becomes 0. As zi increases, your exp of minus zi becomes 0, isn't it? As zi goes to infinity, exp of minus zi goes to 0. As zi is increasing, exp of minus zi is decreasing. If zi is positive and zi goes to infinity, then exp of minus zi goes to 0. From plot, you can see it as zi goes to infinity, your exp of minus zi goes to 0. Therefore, I can say log of 1 plus exp of minus zi goes to 0 as zi increasing, isn't it? Why? Because log 1 0, and we showed this whole thing, isn't it? The term sigma I equal to 1 to n, log of 1 plus exp of minus z, minimum value is 0. That's what we are discussing. This minimum value occurs, it occurs means what? This minimum value occurs when zi goes to infinity for all I. Let's understand what is zi, and let's not forget the basics. My zi is equal to yi into W transpose xi. Remember, xi comma yi are already given in training data. What is our training data? My training data capital D equal to xi comma yi, I equal to 1 to n. So yi and xi is already given to us. So if I want to make zi goes to infinity, I need to modify. Why? Because zi equal to xi into yi into w transpose xi. This yi and xi fixed. They are fixed. They are fixed. Why? Because they are coming from training data. So if I want to make zi goes to plus infinity, I need to modify my w. I need to modify my w in such a way that each zi goes to infinity. If zi equal to yi into w transpose xi is positive, this is important. This I already discussed in my previous lectures. If zi equal to yi into w transpose xi is positive, if it is positive, if it is greater than 0, then my point is correctly classified. My xi is correctly classified. This I have shown in my previous lectures. Xi is correctly classified. I already shown this one. I already shown, just refer my previous lectures, because this is the signed distance. What is my yi into w transpose xi? It is signed distance. So when zi is positive, it means my point is correctly classified. My xi is correctly classified. My point xi is correctly classified when zi is positive. When zi is positive, when zi is positive, my point xi is correctly classified by plane, by w, my normal. If zi goes to infinity, if zi goes to infinity, if zi goes to infinity, let me say like this, if zi goes to infinity, then I will reach my minima. Remember the optimization problem that we are trying to solve. Which problem we are trying to solve? The optimization problem that we are trying to solve is w star equal to arg min of sigma I equal to 1 to n log of 1 plus exp of minus zi. What is the least value it can take? Least value it can take is 0. When does it happen? When zi goes to infinity for all I. How do I modify my zi? Because within zi, look at it, I have yi, xi are fixed. In zi, as I told you, in zi, these two parts are fixed as they are coming from training data, because they are coming from D train. Your xi and yi, they are coming from D train. They are fixed. This is, I can say, D train. They are coming from D train. They only, which one is variable? The w, isn't it? So if I pick my w, such that all training points are correctly classified, or I can say correctly classified in the sense they are perfectly classified. If all zi goes to plus infinity, then such a w is the best w, isn't it? Then we get the best w. But there is a problem with this. If all zi goes to infinity, as it is minimization problem, I will get minimum value is 0. I can say that w is best w. But there is a problem with this. The problem is as follows. What if some of your training points are incorrect? What if some of your training points are outliers? All your training points are perfectly classified whatsoever, whether they are outliers or not. Such a thing is called overfitting. What is overfitting? Overfitting basically means that you are doing perfect job on training data. You are doing, what is the overfitting means? Overfitting. What does it mean? You are doing perfect job. You are doing perfect job on training data. Perfect job on training data, isn't it? Perfect job on training data, which does not guarantee that you will do good job on test data, by the way. That's important. So if you have Zi goes to plus infinity, we will get a best W, but to get Zi goes to infinity, your W goes to plus infinity or minus infinity, because Zi equal to Yi into W transpose Xi. This Yi and Xi are fixed. If Zi goes to plus infinity, your each value of W either has to go to plus infinity or minus infinity based on the sign of Yi. Why? Because Yi may be plus 1, Yi may be minus 1, plus 1 or minus 1. Isn't it? If Zi has to go to plus infinity, you have your each value of Wi either has to go to plus infinity or minus infinity based on the sign of Yi. Isn't it? Yes. Now, so what is effectively happening is you are, what does it mean? What is effectively happening? You are overfitting. Overfitting means perfect job on training data. Each component of W tends to plus infinity or minus infinity. What is my W star? My W star is, what is my W star? What is my W star? My W star is argmin of sigma I equal to 1 to n log of 1 plus exp of minus Yi into W transpose Xi. This is actually Yi into W transpose Xi. That's what we have. It is possible if I make my Wi's, what is my Zi here? My Zi is Yi into W transpose Xi. If I make my Wi's, if I make my Wi's goes to plus infinity or minus infinity, if I make them very large, given a training data of n points, I can do perfect fitting. Literally, I am overfitting, isn't it? Perfect fitting on training data sometimes means overfit. Perfect fitting on training data sometimes means overfit. So it is possible that when I have these two, Wi goes to plus infinity or minus infinity, we will get the least possible value to this optimization problem, which is 0. Argmin of sigma I equal to 1 to n 1 plus exp of minus Zi. This value will become 0 as Zi goes to infinity, isn't it? In that case, Wi goes to plus infinity or minus infinity. So how do we control for it? It sometimes happen, not always, but I can construct data sets for which Wi goes to plus infinity or minus infinity. Your optimization problem is, what is your optimization problem? Minimum of this one. What is minimum value? Your minimum value becomes 0. How do we not let that happen while constructing whole optimization problem? We missed one key aspect, which is W is normal to hyperplane. What does normal to the hyperplane means? Normal to the hyperplane basically means that it has a property W transpose W equal to 1. We did not use it anywhere. This is one key aspect that we did not put in optimization problem. To get rid of all these problems, there is an idea called regularization in optimization to get rid of these problems, because if you try to solve this problem, it is very easy for Wi goes to plus infinity or Wi goes to minus infinity, W star equal to argmin of sigma I equal to 1 to n log of 1 plus exp of minus Zi, that is Yi W transpose Xi. Here Wi goes to plus infinity or minus infinity such that each Zi goes to infinity, and you would overfit to the training data. It is very, very easy for that to happen. To avoid that to happening, we will modify this optimization problem using regularization. It is very, very nice hack. I will discuss about this optimization in my next lecture. Thank you very much.